Welcome to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s Bball cards here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, eventually maybe a little bit of TikTok. I have a good excuse this time, but we'll get into that later. So today we have got a pack opening, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've been holding out on you. This is a pack opening that I've had in the making for probably the better part of a year, probably even two actually. So I've been waiting to have some of the cards I really wanted to go over and talk in depth about. So this is a pack opening that I've been long awaiting. This has been a highly requested pack opening. So let's get right into it. Alright, so today we have got packs of 99 2000 Skybox Apex. So this is one of those sets that you may have not heard of. It was only run for 1 year, and it's a little bit of a niche product. There wasn't a wide print run, and it wasn't terribly popular in all honesty when it first came out, which is one of the reasons why there was only 1 year of it. But there are some inserts and some parallels in this that are really highly sought after today, extremely valuable, and hard to find as well. So we'll get into those. Like I said, there's a little bit of an excuse for TikTok, and just in general, a little PSA. If I seem like I have a little bit less energy than usual, or anything seems a little bit off, I did late last week test positive for COVID. So save the tears though. I'm one of the lucky ones. I have a pretty mild case. It seems like just a little bit of fatigue and some aches and a little bit of headache. So I'm pretty good, but just wanted to put that out there. I'm trying to conserve my energy, and I wanted to make sure that I conserve the passion for you and made a video. So TikTok is gonna sit on the back burner while I'm still figuring it out. So convenient excuse, I know, but yeah. So that's the news there, but not to make this about me. Let's get right into some of the fire and talk about the packs here that we have today. Alright, so here we've got some of the fire items in my PC. So first, before we get to that, we've got 4 packs of retail, 4 packs of hobby that we'll crack into. So 8 packs altogether, but we'll talk about some of the differences between what you can get in the hobby versus the retail as we go through these inserts. So starting out here, we've got the Allies, Allen Iverson and Larry Hughes. So Larry Hughes was a highly expected prospect from the 98-99 draft class, which was a great draft class. So these are 1 in 6 packs. All of them feature 2 guys from the same team. So you've got some, tandems that are a little bit better than Iverson and Larry Hughes. If we look back at history, obviously this being Iverson, one that I wanted to get, but you've got other ones. Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady is one of my favorites. You've got Tim Duncan and David Robinson is another one of my favorites. And probably the most collectible, I think it goes without saying, is Shaq and Kobe. But these are 1 in 6. They aren't terribly rare or hard to find. So the Shaq and Kobe is about a $10 card. Sometimes they get up to 15 or 20. But nothing too crazy. The Duncan and Robinson is one that I really like because of their history together, but that's about a $5 card, again, not too expensive. This one here with Larry Hughes and Iverson is $1 to $5. Same thing with the Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, $1 to $5. So if you've got a duo that you really like, these can be really fun to pick up for your favorite guys. All right, the next thing I neglected to pull out is rookies. So the rookies are 1 in 13 packs. You'll see the base cards have a pretty cool textured finish around the border. The rookies, that textured finish is in gold. So they definitely stand out. And none of the rookies in this class are anything to get too excited about. Lamar Odom and Baron Davis are 2 of my side PC guys. The big guy during this draft class was definitely Steve Francis. But none of them are going to break the bank. So you're looking at $1 to $5 for any one of the rookies. But 1 in 13 packs for those. So about twice as rare as getting an Allies. All right, next up is an all-rookie insert set. So this is first impressions. So we've got a Lamar Odom here. The first impressions are 1 in 12 packs. And I should have said for the Allies, we're looking at hobby and retail have the same odds. Same thing for the first impressions. Hobby and retail have the same odds here at 1 in 12 packs. And same story here. Again, about $1 to $5 for any one of the players that is in the set, and it's all rookies. You've got different colors that really play with the team color, and you've got a little bit of embossing with the name for the set down the bottom and the player. So a little bit of fun stuff there, a little bit of a refractor-like finish. So fun things if you have a player in that class that you collect as well. All right, so the next one stepping up significantly in scarcity is the Jam Session. So here we've got a penny, really cool one here of him in the Suns uniform. Not something I boast about too often, but these are 1 in 96 packs, hobby and retail again. So same odds, regardless of which one you're opening up. And, you know, these are pretty collectible. You know, you've got an acetate card with some color again that plays with the team colors of each player. And then you've also got some die cut. You've got that kind of a sparkle hollow foil that's in the background there as well. So looking at the penny, you're looking at about a $30 card. The Shaq, about a $60 card. Usually it's the inverse, but because Penny's in his Suns, I know his Suns stuff is not as collectible as his Magic uniform days. So that kind of makes reason for that. And then the Kobe is about a $200 card. I've seen them go from anywhere from $150 to $300. You know, so they don't pop up terribly often, but you know, they average out to about $200 is what I would say there. So would love to see us get a good star player, but there are also some more common players. And the common players, you know, you're looking at Sharif Abdul-Rahim, some guys like that. Those are about $10 a piece for the commons. All right, next one, there's a lot to talk about here. So Cutting Edge. So this is the base version of the Cutting Edge. We've got a Kevin Garnett here. These are 1 in 24 packs, hobby or retail. So this is really a star-studded set, and it also has 3 levels, which we'll get into. So here, looking at the value of a Kevin Garnett, something like this, you're looking at about a $15 card. Sometimes they get up to 20. Sometimes you can find them for 10. Condition is definitely key on these because you've got all foil all the way around. You've got a lot of die cuts. You can see edge chipping is very prevalent on these. So finding one that's in good shape, if you are looking to buy one, make sure you know it's in good shape because when they do have condition issues, they do justifiably go for less than you'd find one in good shape. You know, so again, like I said, $15 or so for Kevin Garnett, $20 or so for Iverson, about the same, you know, $15, $20 for Tim Duncan. Vince Carter, you're looking at 10 to 15. I really love the Vince Carter because it's a very cool picture. So that's just one that I really enjoy and I would love to pull as well. And then the Kobe is really the one that's getting everybody excited here at about $100 for the base version. Now, there is also a plus version. So the plus is 1 in 240 packs. And you can see those are denoted. It's almost like they did with Skybox Dominion with some of their plus stuff, where you have kind of like a textured, almost like a gold background. But the other neat thing is some of the spiked parts of the saw blade, if you will, those are kind of like a rainbow finish. So they definitely stand out with the plus version. And again, 1 in 240 packs. So those are definitely more rare. You know, so looking at the Kevin Garnett, the last one I saw sell was about an $80 card. Allen Iverson, you're looking at, you know, 60, 70, 80 bucks. And then Vince Carter is about 50 bucks. So, you know, Beckett will tell you that these are about 3x. And the market seems to say that it's closer to 4 or 5x. But interestingly enough, with the Kobe, that one, the last time I saw it sell was about $250 or $300. And then the third step, as I promised, you've got the Warp Tech. So those ones have kind of that honeycomb lenticular pattern. Very cool. Those ones are serial numbered to 25 each. So very rare. And along with that, you know, again, some of the common players in here, a guy like Rafe LaFrentz, I know somebody sold one privately and estimated that was about a $200 card for Rafe LaFrentz. But then if you look at a Kobe Bryant, one did sell in the last couple months, that was over $8,000 for the Kobe Bryant. So a lot of great players I would love to see us get. And very rare cards there. Again, you can get all of those in hobby or retail packs, so nothing exclusive with those. So we'll get 8 shots at it. Let's hope we get one of those. All right, next one. This is one that I really want to talk about. So the Net Shredders. This is a Chris Webber here. These are 1 in 216 packs. These are a hobby exclusive. So this is the only one that only comes in hobby. So if you're looking to get hobby or retail and you're looking to get Net Shredders, you need to get the hobby because the retail just ain't going to cut it. But the retail, you can still get the Cutting Edge. You know, so these do not pop up very often. interesting checklist. So the last few that I've seen sell, David Robinson, Chris Webber are some of the guys. You're looking at right between $100 and $200 typically for these. And as the name indicates, you've got a piece of the net, a game-used net, which is pretty unique for this point in time. You were starting to see some companies give you not only pieces of jerseys, but also pieces of shoes. You had the cap hats or the draft day hats, so people were starting to experiment with different types of memorabilia in cards, and the net was definitely a pretty unique piece. So really happy to get one of these in my collection. This is one of the ones I was waiting to show you, so happy to have gotten that to share. All right, next one is one that I have in my collection, but again, I neglected to grab it. It's kind of an interesting one. So it's just called Lamar Odom. It's just a card that Skybox made to, really highlight Lamar Odom, and he's just kind of showing off some of their products. So those are each numbered to 2,000 copies. So we'll see if we get one of those. Those aren't anything to write home about. Worth about the same as a base rookie. So you're looking $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, maybe at the most. The next thing, again, forgot to grab one, but these are across all Skybox products. You've got autographics, so those are 1 in 68 packs in this. This is one that I don't know the checklist. They did have varied checklists for each of the products, so I'm not sure what the best players are. I've had a couple players that I've pulled in my days, Corey Alexander, Tyrell Moon, nothing that's getting anybody excited. But, there are Shaq autographics from this year, so I don't know if we can get a Shaq in here, but that would really be the most exciting one that I can think of. Charles Barkley is another one. Scottie Pippen, those are some of the better guys in this 99 2000 Skybox autographics. So next here we have is the parallel. These are called Extra, so Apex Extra, and these are really cool. So here we've got a Corey Maggette. These are each serial numbered to 50, so if you flip it over onto the back, you can see right down the bottom, but the really easy way to tell is that border, like I was talking about with the rookies, that's usually gold. They have hollow foil, they get rid of the texture, they have some other hollow foil on there as well. So definitely they stand out, not only for the rookies, but the base veteran players, if you will, that have that also textured kind of silver border. So really cool stuff that definitely pops. Really hard to put values on these, and just 50 of them made. You're looking at some guys like Kevin Garnett. The last time I saw one sell was about $20 or $200. Baron Davis, I saw one sell for about $60. So common players I've seen sell for $10 to $15. And then I can only imagine what something like a Kobe Bryant or one of those stars would go for. So, and then the next thing that we have that we could get is called Extreme. And those are really cool, but those are each one of ones. So I've never had one of those. I think there's like one on eBay, a Randy Brown. They're asking for over $100 or over $1,000. So we'll see if we can get one. Hopefully at the star. But that's what we can get. So a lot of great stuff. Cutting edge net shredders. Extra and jam sessions are really some of the highlights that we could get, as well as autographics. So let's bust in and hope we get some fire. All right, so like I said, we've got 4 packs of each hobby and retail, 8 cards per pack. So again, nothing different with that. Let's start with a retail like usual, save the potential net shredders for last. All right, here we go. You can see that textured border right around there. So Brevin the Reverend Knight, Wesley Person, doing well with Cavs already. Not the team we want in this year. Theo Ratliff, Larry Hughes, we're talking about him. All right, we got Bison Dele, also known as Brian Williams. Looks like they're teaming up with back-to-back team guys. So Jerry Stackhouse, I'll put that aside for Joe. Vashawn Leonard, and there we go, breaking the trend, Derek Fisher. All right, Big Country Bryant Reeves. Gotta love that. A little bit of sticking. A little surprise there. Matt Geiger. Anton Jameson. Latrell Sprewell. Vlade Divac. Rick Smits for all the Pacers fans. Oh, do we have an insert here? No. Just something a little bit thinner looking. Jeff Hornacek and Juwan Howard. No inserts to speak of yet, all base. All right, PJ Brown. Michael Finley, side PC there. Always happy to see him. Vin Baker. Brian Russell. Oh, there we go with the first impression, Sean Marion. Been on a heater for Sean Marion lately. Not necessarily a player I want to be hot with, but it's all right. All right, Mookie Blaylock. Damon Mighty Mouse Stoudemire. And Jaren Jackson. All right, last retail pack here. All right, another Matt Geiger. Another Anton Jamison. All right, Tracy Murray. We get a Dikembe. Eddie Jones. I do love me some Eddie Jones. Oh, come on. Come on. That's not what we want to see. Sorry. Duplicate Eddie Jones. Wow. Steve Smith. And the last one here, Rodney Rogers. R.I.P. Rodney. All right. 4 more packs. Hobby now. All right, Rod Strickland. There we go with the Kobe base. That's dinged on the corner. That's pretty common with these cards, though. Larry Hughes duplicate. Looks like we got an insert, maybe. Not sure. Bison Daily. I think we do. I think we got something. There we go with an Allies. Jason Williams, White Chocolate, and Chris Webber. Very cool. Love that combo. Hakeem the Dream, Eric Snow, and Jason Williams. Right. Well, that pack was messy. And there we go. We're talking about Rafe LaFriends. Not the guy we would necessarily want. These corners look mangled. Not great. Sam Mitchell. All sticking too. Jeez. All right. Well, we've got Marcus Camby. I can see some paper loss on Camby. Oh, there we go with a Dirk. Not bad. Let's hope we can get that relatively unscathed. Maybe. Maybe not. Doesn't look like it. Oof. Paper loss on the back. Keith Van Horn, KVH. Hersey Hawkins. Detlef Schrempf on the Blazers, and Scottie Pippen with the Blazers. All right, 2 packs left. All right, let's see. Let's hope this is not as bad as that last one with sticking. Big Z, Big Dog. Oh, looks like we got another insert perhaps. Another Dirk. That one's in better shape. That's nice. Another KVH. What do we got here? First impressions. There we go. Steve Francis, the big guy from that class. Another Rick Smits. Another Jeff Hornacek. And another Juwan Howard. All right, last pack. Let's see if we can. We've already beat the odds, but let's see if we can really beat the odds and get some of that fire stuff we're talking about. Grant Hill. Danielle Marshall. Karl Malone. Not my favorite. Chris Webber. Cherokee Parks, Antonio McDyess, and Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Well, we beat the odds. Something I can't say that we've said all that often recently. And actually, we've done pretty well on our breaks so far this year, so I can't complain. Nothing to really write home about. I mean, the best card that we pulled was that Allies of Jason Williams and Chris Webber. Loved watching them play when they were together in Sacramento. Some great playoff runs. Really wish that team stayed together for a little bit longer, but they did great with Mike Bibby also. But anyway, enough about what could have been with the Kings at one point in time. So again, getting 2 first impressions with just 8 packs. Those are each 1 in 6, and then getting the 1 in 12 with the Allies. Can't really complain, but that really shows how very rare those cards are that we were talking about. If you're trying to get some random packs, it's next to impossible. I mean, like I said, I've been looking for quite a while for more packs of this. Very hard to find a box, let alone packs. Occasionally you'll find a couple retail that'll pop up on eBay, but they're going for pretty exorbitant amounts. And one of the reasons I wanted to make sure to make this video is to let you know, if you find retail packs and you're looking for net shredders, you're not going to find them in there. If you're ripping those cards or ripping those packs, no net shredders to be found in retail. You need the hobby packs, so when those do pop up, expect them to go for a premium, and expect, now that you get that knowledge, you can go and swoop in there and try to pick them up. So that was a lot of fun. Question of the day for you. So this is one I've been debating for a while. Do you think I should get a breaking mat to have kind of all the cards and packs in a nice neat surface? So let me know down in the comments if you think I should. And the most important part of the question is, where can I find the best breaking mats? That's what I really want to hear, is which are the breaking mats that you recommend me look into? So, you know, first off, do you think I should get one? Do you think that would make the presentation of the cards look better and also keep everything clean? But also, where can I get the best ones online? Because I'd like to throw my logo on there, something a little bit customized, nothing too extreme, you know, probably just black with my logo. So if you could help me find a great place for those, that would be much appreciated. Drop me a link down in the comments, DM me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, what have you. Not on TikTok. I don't check my DMs there. So, thank you for joining me for this break. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. New pack openings, collector interviews, looks into my PC, all kinds of fun stuff. Always dropping on Wednesdays. Any bonus content will drop on Fridays. Thanks. We'll talk later.